You guys ready for tonight?
Always ready.
Absolutely.
What was that voice? I heard. I'm ready with the props as always. Like I heard we've got some kid coming on. So you think like boy, like they might like this, or should I go with the girl one?
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna stop you right there. Excuse me. I am the kid. So please correct your tone.
The kid.
So
The kid. I did not know.
So please introduce me with the respect I deserve. I'm waiting.
You want to try that again, Ryan? You want to introduce her properly?
The kid, welcome. I did not know. I meant no offense.
You know what? I'll just take it over for you. I'll just take it. I got this one. Hello, guys, and the kid is here. I am so excited to be with all of you, and I'm going to be your host for the evening. Welcome to the Wrestling N.R.D. Broadcast.
Well, I'm out of a job.
You're watching DaveCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is NRD, H to P, ED, and RILE. Why? Because on episode 66 of the Wrestling N.R.D. Broadcast, we are pleased to welcome to the show Ed and Riley Colestock, the kid and the father. Guys, welcome to the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us. It's been literally our dream for like so long. I'm not even joking. Hey, I mean, it all starts with a t-shirt.
And how much did you pay her to say that and boost our egos there? Because that is just
she actually stole my line, which is bull, because I was supposed to say that. It's been my dream to be on this show. I've been I had to kind of get her on the VIP stuff to be able to give me a little bit of some fame and get me noticed a little bit. So you guys might invite her and I can come along.
Hey, fame always starts with a pretty girl.
That's true.
Guys, that's what we've been missing this whole time. We've had our girlfriends and wives. Yes, we do. We have the beauty that is Harold the puppet. Harold, welcome back after your absence from last week. It was
so nice to be back.
It is. We let you come back. I do miss Gerald though. I miss our commissioner dearly, but it's okay. We got to give him some rest. We don't want to tire him out. Being the commissioner is a lot of work. You can't always be on the show. But so to make
with all of that, but we're going to talk about that on a different episode.
Listen, Mr. Quack over there, go raise some more ducks, and then we'll get back to that as well. But because it's what's that?
What?
Do you have a chuckle?
You can't hear me. I said.
Oh my goodness!
We broke Dave.
We're 2 minutes in, and I'm already crying.
Already.
Yeah. So, Riley, Ed, father-daughter tandem. Usually when it comes to wrestling, you hear fathers and sons, but it's even better when you hear fathers and daughters. So, just tell us your relationship and like how you guys became this almost mega power-esque father-daughter duo, especially in the Pro Wrestling T VIP group.
Dad, I got this one. I got it.
Of course you
did. And you can just go back to whatever you were doing. Yeah. It's fine.
That's right. I'm just going to go back to work.
Hey, you're just here to sign the papers, dude.
We don't have any papers.
So basically, when I was about, I'd say like 7, I remember this was when my whole like pro wrestling thing really started. Me and my dad, we'd always go to indie shows, but I was always like so scared to watch like WWE and NXT. I was like, no, they're gonna bleed. No, I don't like blood. And so he kept taking me to these independent shows, and he kept like working me up. And then one day, it was probably like 10, way past my bedtime. I was being a rebel that day. I was like, I want some water. So my dad's sitting over in his desk, and I'm like, Dad, can you give me some water? And then I see Paige and Emma, actually. They were on NXT, correct?
Yep.
Yes, they were.
Yep. Yep, they were on NXT at the time, and I was like, Bubbles. That is so cool. This is so amazing. So I sit down next to him. I forget about this drink of water. ADHD mind. I forget about it. I don't even care about this water anymore. I'm sitting there. My mind is so stuck. It was so cool to see such it was a different type of performance that I've never seen. Like I was always grew up in the sports world. So I always saw people who put their bodies to the limit. And then I saw it in such a different way. And it really opened my eyes. And I was like, this is absolutely amazing. And so I always went to independent shows. From that point on, I was dead set. That was my whole personality. And it still is, let's be real. But when we kept going to these independent shows, I always was like, I need to get on that mic. I want to do what they do. Because that is so cool to me. I just want to sit there. I want to be my alter ego. I want to be the girl that I don't have the confidence to be in real life. So one day, me and my dad, we're stubborn. We always do what we got to do to maximize our minutes. So my dad, he's talking to people, he's getting people, and one guy comes up to me. He's got a camera and a microphone. I say, give me that right now. He's like, excuse me? And I'm like, it's The Rock's corner. He's like, what? And I'm like, you'll see. So he hands me the mic. He turns on that camera. I cut my very first promo. And it was like a new person was born. And from that day on, the kid is here. And then so when we got into pro wrestling tees, it was Christmas one year, and I was still a big nerd, always. And this box comes in the mail. This was before Christmas. And I'm like, what did he get me that's a white and blue box? Because that ain't look like Amazon. What is this? And he puts it in his shirt. He's like, don't look, Riley. Don't. You're not allowed to. It's almost like it was the plague. I was like, what is it? Like, I'm like 11, 12. I'm like, I want to know what's in that box. And so I tried to snoop. He caught me. So I was like, fine, I give up. And Christmas morning comes. I'm so excited to see what is in that white and blue, beautiful box. Oh, I was so excited. So excited. And I get through everything, every single present. Where is this box? Where is this beautiful box? My dad, he goes into the secret closet that he caught me snooping in. It's all wrapped up in pretty elf wrapping paper. It was red. It had Buddy the Elf on there.
Yeah.
It was perfect. He pulls it from behind his back and says, Riley, here you go. I tear that thing open. I'm excited. Pro wrestling tees. Dad, what's that? Open it up, sweetie. You'll see. I open it. The first thing I saw was a CM Punk micro brawler. And from that day on, I was in love.
That's a solid brawler. Like when I got into the brawler game and I saw the grab bags, I was like, I keep seeing that Punk one. I was like, I need that. Then I just kept
right
getting.
next to my pillow every single night. Yep, there he is.
There's someone else who sleeps with microballers by her pillow, right? Margaret?
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's
Dave's sister. Dave's sister does the same thing.
Yeah, I know we shouldn't talk about that on this podcast. I'm gonna see her this weekend. I don't want to get beat up by her on Easter weekend. Never know where she'll hide the Easter eggs on me. But yeah, so how big is your micro brawler collection, Riley?
Oh, honestly, if 10 was I had every single one in the world, and one was like I got that one little CM Punk, I'd say a solid 7.
Okay. And how many do you have? Do you know? Have you ever counted?
Oh, I've never counted that. Every single time I try to like dust them and like put them away, I'll set them up in nice and row. I get down to that last one, it falls and knocks everything over.
It's the worst. That's why I never dust them.
That is the pits.
I got to keep those babies nice and clean.
You shouldn't open them. That's the first thing. Just saying.
Stop
it.
It's on card. It's on card.
Hey, I don't open the chase ones, I promise. I almost did, but my dad smacked that out of my hand, and he was like, absolutely not. You're not going to do that. And I was like, Dad, please, I have to. And he was like, no.
If
The
you
human
ever
behind the puppet, he puts them in his mouth.
That's real sanitary. So if anybody has ever bought a micro brawler for Tom, I hope you wash your hands. Like, sincerely. My goodness.
This
Oh
Owen
no.
Hart, that has been in Tom's mouth like 3 times just to get people all worked up and mad.
Put it in Harold's mouth. How does it taste?
Anybody
Oh,
buying
it
micro
tastes
brawlers
delicious,
today?
just like maple syrup.
Why does it taste like maple
jeez.
syrup?
He's Canadian, dude.
Oh god. Nick, what were you saying there?
Crack your code.
I was trying to transition into if anybody had bought any of these micro brawlers that came out today that we might want to speak about.
I saw the Malachi Black one.
Yes,
Remember,
I
that
have my
one's still up,
Malachi in
too.
order. Yeah, no,
You
they
just, in
released.
fact, you guys just ruined Riley's birthday present. I was gonna get Warlord and Malachi Black, and now she knows. So
Way to go,
just-
Harold.
Wait.
Yeah.
Riley, when is your birthday?
My birthday is April 27th, sweet 16, baby.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, happy birthday to you. Sweet 16 to you. It's your birthday real soon. Happy birthday to you. 16.
Shout out to you, Harold. You're the real one.
I
Now
know. The realest on the streets, baby.
Oh, absolutely.
I
Bada
hit that
boom.
pavement and I hit it hard. I shoot 3-pointers. Pa!
Okay.
Bada boom, fluffiest guy in the room. How you doing? So are you having a big Sweet 16 party?
So actually what I'm wanting to do is I want to invite like everybody I have like a good solid. Okay, Ryan. Okay.
Ryan, put your hands down, you weirdo.
Put your hands down. So what I'm thinking about is having like a bunch of my teammates, all of my friends, everyone from my school. I'm having them come over to my house. I live on a lake, and I'm thinking about doing like a formal kind of thing where we all get pretty, we eat some cake, have fun. And I'm so
I
excited.
have a bow tie, Riley. I can come with my bow tie and I can wear a hat.
Hey, I mean, what's my birthday present?
Well,
I'm
it'll
just-
be a micro brawler that has not been
Of
in Tom's
course.
mouth.
I'm just saying I'm a DJ. I could apparently that contract got lost in the mail to DJ that party, but that's fine.
I got no
We
comment.
need a DJ.
I'm available. I am available on that day. We can
I'm
sign
Saying
this
if he's
contract.
available that quickly, I don't know how good of a DJ he is, you know?
It's called having flexible days there, Chief. Okay, you don't book yourself every weekend. You get that last minute rate. Contract goes up a little bit. Just
That's
saying.
what you gotta do.
Exactly. To get back on course with wrestling, so like what is your who would you say right now is your favorite wrestler?
Like
Right.
of all time.
Let's go of all time and currently wrestling.
Okay, so this kind of goes back to like my younger days, but she's always in my mind. And like I have 2 right now. Actually, I have 3. I have 3. So we got old school,
22.
in my heart, and my husband. Okay.
Okay.
So which one do we want to start with first, guys?
I'd like to know who the husband is and if Ed approves.
Oh, he approved.
No, whoever it is, no, he doesn't.
Oh, not even. He's rich and hot. You have no say.
Harold?
Okay, so my absolute all-time husband is Darby Allin. 100%. He's my hubby till I die. He just doesn't know it yet.
Don't ask him to chop you. It hurts.
Hey,
I had him chop me
Dave's been
once,
chopped
and
by Darby Allin.
it broke the skin on my chest. It was no joke.
That's
Riley,
awesome.
have you ever painted your face like the Darby Allin's face?
I have done that before. So my freshman year was when I started really getting like confident in my wrestling t-shirt game, and like I was really starting to like blooming, I guess. Like I was really trying to switch it up and really be myself and showcase it. So I go to school one day. I had a little black, like it wasn't little, but it was a black skirt. I had on some black boots. I put on a Darby Allin t-shirt and I had a Darby Allin mask on. I had some black eyeliner, red eyeshadow, everyone was so freaked out. So freaked out. They were like, what? What happened to her? But like, it was one of the most like my favorite and liberating things in my life because I got to really express myself. And a lot of people were like, yo, where'd you get your shirt from? Where'd you get that mask from? That's really cute. And I was like, pro wrestling tees. Just saying. Just saying.
Hear that, Ryan Barkin? Pro Wrestling Tees. Sponsor the show. Come on.
Hey, I need a promo code. I really need to sponsor you guys.
Make it happen, Riley.
Listen, Sam Adams turned us down, so we're now on to the next. We'll take any sponsorship we can get.
Hey, I got you.
I would love that. So who are the other favorites? Who are the not husbands?
Okay, the not husbands. So my all time, and he like just made a comeback. This is kind of like not just, but he did make a comeback recently. So Sting.
Okay.
And it was kind of interesting because I remember one day specifically, I was sitting on the couch with my dad and we were watching Raw, which we had taped because of like, I had soccer practice that night, too late, I was a kid, whatever. So it was like probably like, I'd say like a Saturday morning or something. We were just sitting on the couch and I was like, Dad, who's your favorite wrestler? All you do is listen to me talk about them. Like my favorite, who's yours? Oh yeah, it's Sting. But like before he turned goth. And I was like,
Surfer Sting.
Love me some Surfer Sting.
I was about to.
So I did some good old research. I'm sorry, Dad. I fell in love with emo Sting. He's got my heart.
The Moody Boys.
Emo Sting. Oh man. So, but yeah, did you order? Are you like do you like the Surfer Sting micro brawler or the emo Sting micro brawler more? Then
honestly, I like the Surfer Sting more.
I think your dad would approve of that then.
I can't help it if I'm being honest here. Like I want to be biased and be that annoying teenage daughter because hello, hi, that's me. I am. Well, I got my moments. So I want to sit there and be stubborn and be like, no, emo Sting has my heart. No, Surfer Sting all the way on the micro brawlers. Oh,
100 chases coming through, and people are going to be fighting over that.
Yeah, I got all 100 coming to my house.
Over under on how many Ryan bought is about at 23 right now. I think I said it about 23 and a half.
I take the over. The over.
I think Ryan went over. Well, I think he saved his money for Bret Hart so we can get a couple of those. That's the big one for Ryan. But so to Ed, what about you? Who are your favorite wrestlers? Obviously, we've got Sting, but who do you like right now currently?
I'm all AEW right now, and for the most part, and even like I love Daniel Bryanson in AEW. I love that whole connection with Moxley. But you know, she likes the Sammy Guevaras and the Darby Allins and of course her boy, the OC. And but I just
oh yeah.
But I'd probably have to go with like Moxley and those guys like right now. I do like the what they're trying to do with Cody right this second. So I can get behind it a little bit. But waiting for that shoe to drop. I'm guessing.
I hope not.
But I'd say also one of my favorites, and I don't know if we're going to see her for a while, is Tessa Blanchard.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. She's my wife, guys. By the way, I forgot to mention that.
You hear that? Can you get us Tully or Tessa on the show? We'd really appreciate that. I'll take either one.
Yeah.
I would love to talk Horseman stories with Tully all day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Harold, how does Tessa Blanchard's brawler taste?
Well, she tastes like protein powder and diamond dust.
That made my day so much better.
That's what I'm here for, Riley. My goal is to just make people's day so much better.
Oh.
I
hey,
really
you're the real G.
I know.
So much
when
better
you
than
said
his brother.
that you were really proud to walk down the halls at school, feeling yourself in your Darby Allin gear and really confident, that made me so happy. Because when you could walk around feeling the top of your game, that, my friend, is what life is all about.
Every single day, I like to think to myself, if I'm not if I'm not expressing myself the way that makes me happy, what am I really doing here? Like,
You know,
what am I?
I'm gonna, Tom the Human's gonna interject. I get a lot of stuff, like negative stuff for having the puppet, and what's a grown man doing playing with a puppet?
Yeah.
It's really cool to do things that you love, and I really like that you said that story of you liked walking down the hallway, and you liked who you were, and you walked with confidence. Don't lose that, my friend. See ya. I'm back.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi,
Yeah, hi Tom.
hi, hi, JP. Hi, Jared.
That's JP Hooper, winner
Hold
of
that
the
one.
Whatnot Major Wrestling Figure Podcast
Herald
raffle
Award
last night.
winner, JP Hooper.
Yes, he's won a Herald. He has won Whatnot auction. JP is killing it alive right now.
It's on fire.
He really is.
One day we'll get that swaggle.
Yeah, one day. One day. But so something I'm very interested in, Riley. Riley, how old are you again? You're going to be 16, right?
I'm gonna be 16 soon. Yeah.
Okay, so back in our day when we were your age, there was the original Monday Night War. There was the war between WCW and WWE, and now there's the war between AEW and WWE. So I'm curious what a fresh perspective is on what's going on in the world of wrestling. Do you feel like you take a side? Do you only watch one?
Oh,
or
absolutely.
both? Oh,
Oh,
very
absolutely.
interesting. Uh-oh.
Yo, Mom always said, don't talk about politics, but this feels pretty close. But I'll talk about it. But I'm all AEW. I remember like I was falling out of love with wrestling for a little bit. It's just it always felt the same. The stories felt the same. Everything was just blah, if you get what I'm saying. And then when AEW came around, I was like, shit, this is cool. This is new. Like, this is different. Like, I like this. I didn't even know that they had a time limit on matches. Like, I didn't even like register that because like when I watched older matches, I was always younger and I didn't really like notice until now. And like I feel like I got like a fresh new perspective of how pro wrestling really did form and went back to its like classic, if you get what I'm saying. And definitely, I don't know, it really got me thinking about like the territories too. I thought like that is so cool to me, how like you would share belts, you would share wrestlers, and like all of a sudden, like who knows, like people are coming from left and right, and you can just go to any show and you can see maybe your favorite wrestler from a different one. And I think that's so incredibly amazing. And honestly, like part of me does wish I could like grow up in that and like see how my dad used to see it. But at the same time, I am really glad I do have that quote modern end quote point of view of it, because that's how pro wrestling was shaped for quite a bit. And I don't know, it is kind of cool growing up in it and getting to see everything that's different, everything that's new, everything that stayed the same, everything that's working, everything that's not.
And so Ed, sort of the same direction to you now that you're going through, you're going through the war again a second time with the rest of us.
Right.
So what is it like from your perspective, seeing it, you know, and getting to watch your daughter go through it a first time as we go through it a second time?
Well, for the original Monday Night Wars, just nothing was better. I mean, nothing was better for me. Like, there's so many memories, and making friends, because kind of it's really fun, and I appreciate how you guys have recognized Riley, trying to be yourself and doing these things that most 16-year-old girls aren't doing. Because you guys probably felt this a little bit too. When I was in high school, I was a jock, and I didn't really share my wrestling love. And I always told Riley it was one of my biggest regrets. And then now I'm in college, and all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of guys watching Scott Hall walk out, and you just hear the dorm rooms explode because everybody's watching it by themselves. And there's like 9 of us that open the doors to look down, and like, what just happened? And like, you're not watching that, are you watching WCW? And so then all of a sudden we're out now from that Monday on for, and for some of them, I've been friends with for almost 20 years. And because of that moment. And so the Monday Night Wars are always going to be super special to me. I agree with a ton of what Riley said. Like, I think it's amazing how those doors are opening, and what, I still sit here today and swear that Cody Rhodes didn't sign a contract with WWE. Like, I'm not convinced that he's not, a talent share. like that's how good it's getting everywhere else, that it's possible that could happen now. 3 years ago, it was absolutely impossible. So it's a totally different look, totally different approach to it. But at the same time, it's really, I think what Riley was saying was it's getting back to its roots to get you excited about who's going to show up at the show. Like I love it. I mean, I haven't been this excited about wrestling in a long time. And then definitely moving a little bit back to WWE in NXT. They do some weird things now with the changing of the names, which I think is the most annoying thing on the planet.
Terrible.
It's terrible. I mean, it's one thing when you bring somebody in 1992 and you change them from Sid Vicious to Sid Justice. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's a lot different. We're it's a different ballgame. So, but
like I do sports announcing, and I like just see like, okay, last week she was Raquel Gonzalez. Now she's Raquel Rodriguez. And I'm like, if somebody handed me the same roster and I just showed up and it's the same people with different names, I'd throw it out. I'd be so mad.
Yeah. It's a great, you're totally right. It's really stupid.
It's little things, but it's WWE. What are you going to do? But speaking of WWE, and Ed, you mentioned the potential talent share of Cody. So Cody Rhodes is basically this generation's Scott Hall in a way. He was the first major name to shift from one brand to the other. And that's when I said like the war really began now, because now you've got somebody going from AEW to WWE. So what are your guys' thoughts on Cody going to WWE? Because a lot of people like Ryan felt disappointed. I, for one, felt excited because I'm a Cody Rhodes guy. I'll follow him wherever he goes. So I'm curious what your guys' thoughts on that is.
So I will say, like, at first I was pissed. I was so mad. I was like, what is he doing? And then I really did think about it. And I was like, honestly, that's kind of BA. If you think about it hard enough, like, you really do have to know how good you are to really share your talent and really just project everything that you can provide.
Definitely.
And that's just inspiring to me.
And Ed, what about you?
It's a bold move, whatever his personal reasons or even financial reasons were, that's none of my business, but whatever it comes down to, like, that's a risk that, like Riley says, kind of inspiring. I know I'm good here. I know I'm great here. I run this place practically. And now I'm going to go to the place that like made me be Stardust. And now you want me, you can easily have that attitude. And, I do love the storyline. Like I'm doing it for Dust. I think that is freaking awesome. Like I didn't see that coming in a million years.
No.
Having Dusty up there holding the belt in Madison Square Garden, that was pretty cool. And so I'm all for it right now, especially if they let him have great matches and let him do great promos. And I shouldn't say the word let, but as long as those things keep happening, and if some good stuff could really come out of it. And he's going to be a great coach to some of those younger kids too. So I just think
I do definitely think progression.
Go ahead, man.
I'm sorry, Dad. I think
Nope.
this progression is very beneficial for the wrestling world, especially considering WWE is such a younger demographic than I feel like AEW is, just from my perspective. So I do feel like he can really touch multiple people, whether you're a Mark that's 50 years old, you're a 16-year-old girl, or you're a 6-year-old boy. It doesn't matter who you are. If this story or if this is all inspiring to you, I think that it's really beneficial to act like Cody. Own it. Own what you're doing all the time when you're doing it. And who knows why he went to WWE? I guess we might know, we might not. But hey, like, he's owning it. I watched so many TikToks about him behind the scenes, and he was talking about how much he loved his family and how much family meant everything to him. And that inspired me. I called my grandma that night. Like, family is important. And he reminded me of that, because there's a lot of things we do take for granted. And if I was rich and if I was Cody Rhodes, why would I call my grandma? I'm on TV all the time. I got things to do. But like, I definitely do think it's really inspiring to definitely see it touch younger kids, older kids, adults, maybe the elderly. Who knows?
I was fortunate enough with Harold to meet Cody this past summer. And I told him, I was like, dude, you are just an inspiration. Like, you bet on yourself. You just and said, I'm going to go be what I want to be. And it's just an inspiration. It's like, I've inspired you. It's all worth it. And I'm like, badass. Like, he's just the man. And he showed me a picture of his baby in August. It was very awesome. He's like, we're congratulations on the baby. He's like, you want to see him? You want to see her? And he shows us the picture. He's like, she's so adorable. Like, thank you. Cody is on.
They did a really good job of hiding who that baby was for a while.
Yep.
They
They're very select with sharing that baby's face.
Adorable child. Very, because I've seen some ugly babies. And then there's Owen, the wannabe prince. He could join the royal family, Nick. I'm just saying.
We love Owen, baby Owen, Nick's baby. Mwah! I love that kid so much.
Yes, Harold wants to snuggle
that
with
Nick asked me to be Owen's godfather?
Did you say yes?
Of course I said yes.
just checking.
Come on, David.
Listen, Harold. Would you like to conduct the interview? By all means. I'll wait.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So, we know who your favorite wrestlers are, but Dad, I don't think you answered this yet. What got you into watching wrestling?
My grandma. So,
your grandma?
Yeah, 100%. There's no doubt about it. So I would go over to my grandma's house every Saturday and I'd do chores for her. And every Saturday, now I actually got probably introduced to the NWA first. So which is kind of crazy because I'm originally from Southern California. And so I'd go over there on a Saturday and she'd be watching The Horseman. And she would tell me all about all the Dusty Rhodes and Bobo Brazil. And she would go way, way back in the Briscoes. And she'd go to all these shows, have all these autographs, and none of it survived, her travels. She lost all that stuff. But I ended up getting into wrestling, watching it with grandma. And then a buddy of mine down the street, he liked wrestling a little bit. My older brother started getting into it. And then I was in through it all the way through college from that, pretty much that point on. And, but like I said, I definitely kind of hit it in high school. It's kind of weird to think about it now, because I could give a crap what people think now, and that's why I think it's so awesome. Where I think we're all feeling the same way now too. And there's this big giant community, and obviously, the way you guys have reached out to her and embraced her. And I just think it's, wrestling's just another one of those sports that, it just depends on who your home team is. And when you're all at the same home team, you're all around it. It's awesome.
Dad, would you like to tell the story of WrestleFest?
Not really.
Well, that's too bad, Ed, because it's our show and we'd like to hear the story about WrestleFest.
I promise you, we're not recording.
We'll just cover that.
You lying sack. So I was 16 years old, probably too old to be doing this. And I broke out big sheet of paper. I created WrestleFest. I set up the WCW versus WWF dream matches, sprinkling some New Japan guys. And I took all the action figures I had, whether they were the big old LG, whatever we called them, the old original Hulk Hogan ones, or the small Sting ones, the AWA ones that I had. Like, I had a Rick Martel, and I painted his face red, but put some pants on him and made him the Great Muta. And I had the biggest pay-per-view in the history of pay-per-views. And I set up remember the big old VHS cameras? And I tripod and videotaped the whole damn thing. And Yes, and I burned that some bitch. I'll tell you that.
There's
Sorry,
no need to feel that embarrassed because I also have done similar things.
I
was
bet
gonna
everyone on the call probably does it at least once a week.
And I too probably way too old to be doing it at the time.
I was gonna say
Let
the
me
major
tell you
podcast.
an embarrassing Tom
Last
story.
night when I was yeah, I got a ring right here.
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the glory of being a wrestling nerd, though. Like we're all nerdy, weird, and no one to the untrained eye,
What the
we're
shit?
just weirdos. So like it's so fun to like be in such a big group of people who understand it, who get it, who throw their own WrestleFests, and who make fun of the other ones.
You know what? I think Ed, you may need to call my local indie promoter, Mike Lombardi, because their WrestleMania is called WrestleFest.
No.
It
I
was
trademarked that. I did. I even on my sign that I drew and I put it across the camera. I put a little team in the bottom. That's trademark. You can't do that.
you got to
can't
talk
steal
to Mike
WrestleFest.
Lombardi. Mike
Time
Lombardi,
for-
who gave Cody his big break on the Indies with Northeast Wrestling. So WrestleFest this year was headlined by what was it? It was Braun Strowman and
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, Adam Shore.
Yeah.
I know. Adam Shore and EC3 versus Enzo and Bubba Ray.
Did they control their own narrative, Dave?
I'm sorry, no, it wasn't.
The
It was
narrative
it was
under
Adam
control.
Shore and Redbeard, not EC3.
Red-
But yes, that's right. So that was epic because everyone
That
just
is
wanted
pretty
Enzo to
awesome.
go through it. It was a great show because he cut some promo at the end. He's like, "I just got one thing to say, Brother Bray," and just the crowd goes nuts. And he's like,
Oh,
"Your family's waiting for you." I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm like waiting for the lights to go out. I'm like, "Oh." But
I do say the indie by you that you're talking about is a quality indie. They bring quality talent. Didn't they bring Will Ospreay over?
they had Will Ospreay versus Rocky Romero. At like a random show
What
in
indie
Connecticut.
company is putting that match?
Yep.
Like
That's
He's got a lot of money.
Mike Lombardi knows some people. Because like anytime Cody does like an interview about like how when he left WWE, he always mentions like his matches against Kurt Angle in Northeast Wrestling. So he wrestled Kurt Angle in a steel cage in a high school gym. It's the
That's
most
amazing.
insane thing ever.
It's amazing.
Doesn't get much more indie than that.
No, it does not.
No, it really doesn't. I wish these matches were going on when I was in high school, but
Oh, yeah.
so let's see. So we gotta mention the t-shirts and the t-shirt wars between you guys.
Ooh.
I would like you guys to explain to our audience what exactly went on with all of that to everyone.
Dad, you may have the floor.
All right. Well, thank you, honey.
It's because you lost so many times. I thought you would want to explain that.
So it was, obviously it was during COVID and we had nothing to do. And, I think like I threw on a wrestling shirt. She had on a wrestling shirt and I'm like, "Ooh, nice shirt." And she maybe like cut a promo on my shirt. Can't exactly remember exactly what happened or what shirt I was wearing. I'm like, "What are you talking about? This one's awesome." And let's ask PWTs. Let's ask the VIPs. Let's put it on there. And she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And so that's how it was born. And, it was funny. I'm out here in Denver for a conference for my work. Otherwise I'd have a shirt on. I usually pack wrestling shirts when I travel.
You were
But
not thinking right.
No, I also packed the morning I was leaving and I just grabbed and threw it in my bag. And so
Dad,
whatever
I
was
expect
on
better.
the chair is what I grabbed. I know.
I expect
I
better.
failed this as a thing.
Okay, the kid is your daughter, and literally you sit there, and you're not wearing a pro wrestling tees t-shirt. I am the spokesperson.
As we're talking about legacy families, I'd let us down. I know. It's on me. But yeah, and so then it just kind of, then we posted it the next day and a couple days, and everybody started voting, and then we, like I said, I'm out here, and I was having dinner with a coworker, and so I got to be back to my hotel room. My daughter's on a wrestling podcast, and she was actually, "What are you talking about? A wrestling podcast?" Like she's gonna do do a broadcast with, some guys, and, they're kind of buy some shirts and do some things, and they're around wrestling in certain ways. And so it's really hard to explain to her what we're doing. And I told her about the contest, and specifically, like, we did it for like about 2 straight weeks. And then we missed a day. We got more responses about missing than we got votes, probably. Like, people were kind of pissed at us.
People were mad at us. And I was like, I'm sorry, I let you down.
Heel turn.
It was a very fun thing to watch.
Yeah. Y'all turned on us, man. And so then, then we started like, all right, we can get into this. And so then we started doing it as, I think we did like a week at a time. And then we'd have a winner, and then we did our press conferences, and then we did our different promos together. And, and it gave us something to do. It was awesome to be able to interact with you guys. I mean, the world sucked during that time. And it's just kind of amazing to me, like how, something so small and insignificant, gave us some joy for, 10, 15 minutes a day.
I don't think a lot of people really understand what it did for me, because due to the pandemic, I was going through kind of a depression episode. And it was really, really, really hard for me and my family, because they saw it, they knew it. And I knew it was hard for them watching me not become myself anymore. And I remember, like, I threw on a wrestling t-shirt and walked upstairs, and my dad was like, "Hey, nice shirt." And I'm like, "Your shirt is ass, but I love you." And from then on, I really did. I wanted to wake up every single morning just to put on a stupid wrestling t-shirt and post a picture to a bunch of marks. Like, it was it really did help me get back to where I am now. And honestly, like, I'm going to tell my grandkids this one day. I'm going to be grandma like my dad had.
Grandma the kid.
Oh, grandma the kid. Put that on a t-shirt.
Print it, baby.
Listen, we got new shirts coming out on ProWrestlingTees.com/the Wrestling NRD Broadcast Racing. Maybe we should put that on a shirt. Grandma the kid. All the money goes towards Riley's college fund.
Yes.
I
love that idea.
We'll take our 10%.
So I did want to just tell you guys about college real quick. So I'm a sophomore in high school, and I did a college visit at Shawnee State, and I spent the night there and, like, played soccer with them. Like, I practiced with them. And a week later, I got an official offer, and it looks like they're going to pay for all of my schooling to go there. All 4 years.
Hey.
Whoa. That's amazing.
I thought my Pro Wrestling Tees family would be proud of me.
We are very proud of you. Ed, how relieved are you that they're going to give her a ton of money to go to college there?
Dude, you have no idea. Yes. I mean, what's funny is, like, it doesn't surprise me, like, with her. Since she's been little, like, she's had this dream, like, I work in colleges, mom works in colleges. And so that's kind of, we call it the family business. It's what we've done, and it's what we do. And so we've always talked about it at dinner, that's our dinner conversations, was how you go to college, and here's the things you could do, and what are you going to major in, and whatever. But to see her really get an opportunity to, like, realize her dreams, like, right now, this soon was, it's pretty special, pretty cool, pretty awesome, and makes Daddy feel a lot better.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
very excited for the future. I'm excited to grow spiritually. I'm excited to grow, like, mentally, physically. I'm excited to get faster, stronger. I'm excited to, like, figure it all out with me and, like, with my, like, Pro Wrestling Tees family. And, like, I'm so excited to really grow that side of me. And I feel like what really did spark this, I think, was my prom promo. And I really, really needed that. You guys have no idea. Being a teenage girl is hard sometimes. Y'all know that. And
no, we were teenage boys. We don't know that.
Okay. I forgot. Y'all didn't have girlfriends growing up.
Oh.
I am
That
the
may
son
be
of a
true,
teenage
but
girl.
it's
Don't worry.
it hurts.
So, but really looking through those comments and seeing how everybody had my back and everyone was like, Riley, we're always here for you, whether you need a certain micro brawler or you genuinely
Oh.
just cut a promo because life is hard right now. And like, that really did make me feel like I have a purpose in life. And like, I've always struggled with that. Everyone struggles with that. Everyone's like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? But really sitting there and being like, I don't even know how much I mean to other people. I have people who I've never even met before commenting, Riley, you look so hot. What are you talking about? Don't let this boy make you cry. Like,
Boys are the worst.
Yes,
I know.
we are.
Tell me.
Agreed. I agree.
Ugh.
We're terrible people.
Oh, I know.
Riley, do you know that none of us in the broadcast have ever met in person?
True.
It's very true.
Really?
That's amazing.
We all met through the Micro Brawler fan group.
And we've never even texted. We've used Facebook Messenger the entire time.
We
Did y'all
do not
even
have
know
each
how to
other's
do
phone
Facebook
numbers.
Messenger?
We just use Messenger.
When Facebook
Tom actually has my
crashed
phone
that
number.
day, and like it
Oh,
didn't
get
work
it.
for the whole day, we thought we just were like we're never going to speak to each other.
Yep,
ever.
that's it. Show's
But we
done.
never- well, we had a good run.
That's
But yeah.
awesome.
That's
Yes.
insane.
I don't know what Tom's doing right now, or Harold, or Gerald. Uh-oh.
I was gonna say though, Nick started the
There we
Micro
go.
fans group during the pandemic as well. Another good thing to come out of it.
It was like the similar what you were saying. It was something everybody was depressed, I guess, during the beginning of the thing. And
Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, we had this little group, I guess, and I mean, not even a group, people that would message each other, talk about brawlers and stuff. It was such a small community then and stuff. And we started this thing, and it's almost at 1,200 members now. So
And it's
Now
got
we
some
got-
heavy
Yes,
hitters
that's-
too in that group. We got Cardona, Frank the Clown.
Cabana,
Yeah, exactly. Me.
Frank Spike.
Frank
He
Spike,
said
the heaviest hitter of them all, Barracuda mailbox bomber.
You got
That's
the
Dave's
kid.
best friend. He
Yeah,
comments on
you
all
know.
of Dave's posts, every single one.
Wait, who comments on my post?
Frank, that's your best friend, man.
Oh yeah, we are. You know who's my mortal enemy? Brian Myers hates me. Hates me.
He does, but he has very good reason to.
He doesn't. He does
No.
not. He has no good
A lot of
reason.
people hate Dave, though. That's not saying.
Yikes.
Hey, wait, real quick. Speaking of the major stuff, let's if you guys don't know, Rory Fox, Steve Moss had an injury, so we're trying to help his GoFundMe. I forget how many more. I got like at least 3 more of these. If you want to buy it, $50 shipped. I'll add some extra stuff for your kindness, just to help him recoup from that in-ring wrestling injury.
I propose, Ryan, if it's okay with you, that
I'm already married. Sorry.
we might
go
do a Rory duck race this weekend.
Ooh.
Hey, let me ask him. Totally, we're doing it.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in for a duck race.
Y'all are such nerds. I can't.
It's
I
so
found my
bad.
I mean,
Riley.
it's-
so bad.
Of course we're nerds. It's our brand.
Exactly. I love it.
That's what NRD stands for. It's nerd.
No, it doesn't. It stands for Nick, Ryan, Dave, Tom, and Harold. Nerds.
And the TH is silent.
It's the TH is silent.
And
The Wrestling
invisible.
Nerd broadcast. Oh man, but yeah, no, Riley, like you said, like your family, your pro wrestling family, they always have your back and whatnot. So you
Oh,
have such a
exactly.
positive attitude on all that stuff at the age of 15 going on 16. That's taken all of us 30, 40. I'm not going to say how old that is to figure that out. So you've got a solid mindset going forward, and you're going to go places if you
Stop,
keep that
I'm
attitude
tired.
up. So
Stop it.
use Harold as a tissue. He's got plenty of fur to go around.
Thank
But speaking of families, that is going to bring us to our top 3 Tuesday. And this week for our
Good.
top 3 Tuesday, we're going to go with top 3 wrestling families. So Ed and Riley, I'm going to let you guys decide who goes first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth in all this. So you guys can
Ooh.
decide the order.
I think
By all means.
I don't want mine to get stolen, so I want to go first.
I call second.
Yeah.
Okay. So who goes third then?
Is that okay? Is that okay?
That's by all means.
Okay. Riley, you can go ahead and pick third, fourth, and fifth.
Ooh. Ooh, this is hard. I want to say Harold. I'm sorry.
That's a good pick. I would have picked
He's
Harold.
my
It's the best pick.
I would have picked Harold over myself. So
Ryan.
we all know Dave is last. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Nick.
They save the best for last. It's fine.
Then Dave.
It's fine. They save the best
King
for
Dave,
last.
the false
Hey, don't
king.
be mad. The kid knows what's best. I'm doing you a favor.
They save the best for last, you know? They save the king
You're
for
coming for the
last.
crown, Dave. We're having a queen.
Yeah, okay.
Queen of the nerds.
Okay.
Dad, can I go first? Can I take your spot at first?
Don't do it, Dad. Don't do
He's
it.
not around.
Yes,
Oh!
go ahead.
He's vacant.
Yes! Okay. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Okay. Heart Foundation. That was my first thought. That was my go-to.
Look how
Okay.
sad Ryan is.
Ryan's out an answer.
Always got to start off with the solid one.
Okay. Who's your number two?
Colestock.
There.
You too.
Sorry, I had somebody at my door. Okay.
Come on, Stud
What I
Muffin,
missed?
spirit.
Riley, do you have 3 or just the one?
I just got the one. I was so fixated on it, and then I started
What'd you
watching a bunch
do?
of matches. I did the Heart Foundation.
Oh, the heart fit. Okay. So that's it? You don't have 3?
I don't, because I started watching a bunch of old matches.
You want me to go?
No,
Go ahead.
I would
You
say
can
Rhodes is next.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that. You literally cannot. It's literally a family like legacy.
Okay.
Literally. Bleeds into the next topic, but okay, Colestock, you're up.
So I need to pick 3 wrestling families, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Mine number 1 is Von Erichs.
That's a good one.
Solid pick.
Yep.
Which 2 brothers though? Let's say you could only make 2 Von Erichs. Which 2? Just to,
Carrie and
to
Kevin.
throw a wrench into it.
Yeah, Carrie and Kevin. I mean, like, so how I found World Class
I would do.
was, again, I was like 13, and it's when they were showing all the reruns on ESPN, right? And so they show them at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, West Coast time. And so I'd come in for, I'd be outside playing hoops all day, come in for lunch. Then I would go after lunch, flip on ESPN and watch these repeats of World Class. I didn't know it was repeats. Like, I had no way to know that was not happening right now. If it wasn't in Pro Wrestling Illustrated, that's the only way I found it. Then how I figured it out was some guy named Dingo Warrior came running through. I'm like, that looks a lot like the Ultimate Warrior. And so then I started figuring, I pulled out some of my old wrestling magazines and I figured it out. And, but it was absolutely Kevin. I don't think I really saw David and Mike much. So that's why I go Kevin and Kerry.
Now
for
the
Von
kids
Erichs.
wrestle too
Yep.
on the MLW. So
Yeah. Well, for sure. I'm kind of surprised they haven't made a kind of a little bit bigger lift, bigger move. Especially with the Dark Side of the Ring.
yeah.
It wasn't Dark Side. What was it? Dark Side of the Ring was on
Yeah.
the
Yep.
That Dark
The
Side,
tragedy. Yep.
Yeah.
Me and
So,
Dad, didn't
Well,
we watch Dark Side of the Ring like every single night for like a month?
So good.
It really
It
is.
it's so good. I wasn't as big a fan of this last season. Just because of I'm not the death match kind of guy.
There's a lot of
And I felt like there was a lot of death matchy kind of
yeah.
themey, vibey stuff to it. And so
Yeah.
I watched it all, but I like to learn what I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was able to learn what I didn't know, from some of those, but still didn't like it a whole lot, just that stuff. But so I got to pick 2 more families.
Yes, sir.
Pick 2 more families. I think the Hearts, for sure. I definitely have them number 2. I mean, they're the biggest probably family. They're incredibly relevant. Game changing. I don't know that any other family really came like, maybe I'm wrong, correct me, outside of what my third family. So maybe don't say it. But they're a family that I felt like came in through the territory days, rolled into the Attitude Era, and really, super relevant and game changing in both. So that brings me to my third. I probably did all three. That would be the Rhodes family. So you've got them. They're in territory days, Attitude Era with Dustin, and then now you're in this new age of wrestling. So that would be my three.
Solid three.
Right.
So then I guess we go to Harold now. This ridiculous.
Baby. My number one wrestling family is the Beverly Brothers.
I like
The
it.
solid pick. And
Beautiful, beautiful heads of hair and nice, beautiful purple outfits. Yeah, baby.
and what's his name is in NXT.
Hold on. Let's just play off the Beverly Brothers. Who was their manager?
The
The
Genius.
Genius and his brother,
That's
the
it.
Macho Man, another wrestling family, Macho Man
Yeah.
Randy Savage, and the Genius Larry Poffo.
I think their dad was a wrestler too.
Yes.
I don't care about him.
Oh,
And then
He's a
No
promoter too.
my number three, wrestling family. I'm probably stealing this from my friend Nick, but here comes the money.
It's a good
The
one. I was definitely gonna say
McMahons.
the McMahon. That is the wrestling.
Yeah.
family.
The number one best wrestling match all of WrestleMania was Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Solid stunner.
Solid stuff. Yes. Boom. Ugh.
I totally forgot about the McMahons.
Yeah,
dare
Stephanie
you.
McMahon was a wrestler. Shane McMahon was a wrestler. Vince McMahon was a wrestler. And Big Daddy Vince was the man.
Hey, let's not forget Linda McMahon. Okay.
I
Had
don't
the
like
biggest
Linda
pop of
McMahon.
Mania 17.
We don't get along, me and that Linda.
Oh man.
That's
So-
my three.
I like it. So then I guess it goes to Ryan. Deep in thought.
I can all change this if need be, but Teddy Hart and Davey Boy Smith Jr., they're not related. They're the Hart family, no?
Yeah, Teddy is.
Yeah,
Davey-
okay,
Yeah, I
fine.
think
Yeah,
Teddy's
Ted-
related.
No,
Ted
let's
Prince
keep it
Bulldog was
rolling.
married
Yeah,
to
they
one
count.
of the Hart sisters, though. So he
Yeah.
definitely-
When I said the Hart family, I was counting Davey Boy and Neidhart in the family.
Mhm.
Because they're married. And
Yep.
Yeah.
They kiss
Yeah,
some hearts. Mwah.
I want a Teddy Hart holding a cat or two with his
that
luxurious,
was
weird.
like a brawler. I might break my role for that.
Yeah, I don't want that one. And then Davey Boy be cool to go with his dad. And then I'm gonna go a Scott Hall in the jeans debut in WCW with a Cody Hall. I think that'd be
Mhm.
kind of cool to get it done. And then a lot of people don't know this, but I'm gonna go Gregory Iron and his distant relative. It may be through marriage, but the Iron Sheik.
What?
Anything. This is my most wanted brawler, so anything to get Gregory Iron in there.
I like it. Solid
Yeah.
choices.
They're not.
So should we have been pushing more like towards the brawler, like in our answer? Because that might have changed my answer a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
Okay. So I
It's
might
who-
want to come back.
Who you want made into a brawler? What you got?
Yeah, you can circle back if you need.
I'm
You're
gonna
allowed.
circle back. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I don't want to disrupt the. Riley might want to circle. She might want. Do you have another brawler person there you want to, Riley? Or
I'm thinking.
we approached that different. We approached that incorrectly, I think.
We
Yeah.
always do.
Yeah, we never get it
We're
right the
freaking
first time.
rookies.
It's our 66th time. We're just doing it. We're just going through the motions at
You
this
just
point.
gotta, you just got to write tonight.
I usually just say doink and dink.
Oh, solid. Would have been solid picks.
Is
So
it
Nick,
me?
how about you with your top three?
All right. I'm surprised nobody said this yet. I'm gonna butcher the pronouncing the Anawea family.
The Anawahi.
The Rock. I mean, you got the Rock. You got all the Samoans. You got
Yeah.
Zuna. I mean, come on. It's like the wrestling family.
They're like the OG wrestling family.
Yeah, and we can go. Let's see. We'll go the Guerrero family.
Oh,
Okay.
Pablo, Hector. I mean, there's a bunch of them Guerreros.
Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic Guerrero. And let's see, we'll finish it off with. I had a bunch of them written down here while y'all were talking.
Harold and Gerald.
How about we go? Sorry, bear with me here. Trying to get different ones that we haven't done. How about we go? How about we do the Wyndham family?
Oh, he's Googling.
Got
He's
Black Cat
Googling.
Mulligan,
it is
Barry
no
Windham, Mike
Google
Rotunda,
Tuesday.
Bray Wyatt, and Bo Dallas. Yeah.
Googling right there.
Dude, that's a good one.
Race.
I want a Kendall Wyndham micro brawler.
Hey, that can happen.
Oh man. All right. Let me blow everyone's minds here with my answers. I originally had the Nightmare family down, but it's too close to the road. So I'm going to skip the Nightmare family, even though I want that sweet track jacket. So I'm going to go real old school, and I'm going to go with the Heenan family because I think a Bobby the Brain sparkly jacket would be amazing.
Oh,
That's what I want. Then
That's my birthday present.
the jacket.
Oh yeah.
Talkline sells them.
They do. Then I'm going to go with the Storm family, and that consists of Lance Storm, Tony Storm, James Storm, and Tim Storm, because I think they're
And
all
Storm
great.
from X-Men.
Yes, why not? Why not? That counts. They all count. They're just
What about Devin
related
Storm?
on their uncle's side.
Did you say Devin Storm? Crowbar?
Yes.
Okay.
Throw them all in there. The entire Storm family.
What about Tim Storm from NWA?
I said
okay,
Tim
I'm
Storm.
sorry,
If
I'm
you
sorry.
would
Yeah,
listen
I'm sorry,
to me.
King.
There you go. Tim and James. Yeah, see, it's there. Gosh, you never listen to me. And then last, but certainly not least, the best family in all
I
of
know.
wrestling.
I knew that this was coming.
The greatest
I knew
family
it.
in all of wrestling. There is only one Cody Rhodes, and that is myself, Tomas, and Gerald, the royal family.
It is me, Jersey Poupée from the royal family. Look at my mustache. I stroke my mustache. Okay, goodbye. Au revoir.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Unlike, regardless of what Cody says, there is only one real royal family, and it's me, it's Gerald, and Tomas. And we are always looking for new members. Just saying, everyone. Just saying.
You gotta be cool if you want new members.
We are cool.
That's what I'm saying, Riley.
We're very
Nobody wants
cool.
to join that dumb family.
I will.
He said,
You know what? You know what, Harold?
What?
Harold, Heck in a Cell is coming up very shortly.
Uh,
Let's not have a repeat of last year when you took quite the dive, okay?
Well, you know, me and Tom can just release all your personal information.
It's on social media.
Oh,
But
fine.
so Riley and Ed, did you want to circle back to an answer at all? Did you want to change anything?
RJ,
Colestock.
do you want to? Is there a brawler you want that's with the family group of brawlers?
Did you want to change anything?
I don't think so. I honestly like. I think it would be really cool, like, if we did do like the whole, like, everyone in the Hart family, like every single person, and then we just like all have them all together. I was just thinking about that like the other night, like, you know, like shower thoughts kind of thing, and then it like came up in my memory. But because we do have a lot, who do we have in the Hart Foundation that I know I have them.
We got Brett.
Bulldog.
Yeah.
Glenn.
I want a Diana Smith Hart from SummerSlam 1992 when she's watching ringside, Brett and Bulldog in that fringe jacket of hers, and she did the original Dr. Britt Baker challenge where she's just like this the entire time. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Oh, it was great. And I would like a Helen Hart micro brawler as well.
I want
Just looking mad.
I want a grizzled Stu Hart, like in the
Yes.
dungeon, ready to tussle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wrinkly and old.
That would be a solid choice. So yes, in the comment section below, looking at you, Jonathan Hodap, let us know who you want made into micro brawlers and from your different wrestling families. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's episode. Riley, Ed, do you have anything you want to plug? I don't know if you guys got a YouTube channel, TikTok, all that stuff, fan clubs.
I mean, so I have a TikTok. It's Riley's Running World. It's like my athletic TikTok. But I mean, if you want to see more of the kid, I'll probably be cutting some promos on there. So if you want to see me, check me out. But I really do love all of you guys. You guys don't have to follow me on TikTok, but I love you anyway, no matter what.
You know what? That's what I forgot to do as well. So Riley, we're going to give you the floor. I want you to cut a promo on whatever you want, on anything. Open forum. The floor is yours.
Ryan's not here anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Don't cut one on Ryan. Ryan left.
Oh, poor Ryan.
What should I do? Should I go like all Macho Man and just like give me like 3 random words and then just go for it?
Oh,
Harold,
like that.
Harold should come up with the words.
Yes, go for it, Harold. We need 3 random words for her to cut a promo with.
Okay. Let's do broccoli and Darby Allin and soup.
Soup.
Broccoli,
Okay.
Darby Allin, and soup. I'm hungry.
Okay.
I don't know if you can tell.
Oh, I cannot guarantee the best out of broccoli and soup.
Okay, fine. How about this?
No,
Darby
I
Allin.
got this. I got this. The kid
Okay.
has got this. Hey, don't question the kid when she's talking.
I got you. I understand. I'm sorry.
You guys only get one warning. Y'all are scaring me at this point.
Come on, Harold.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, I'm like nervous. Hey, there's no need to be nervous. We're all nerds here.
It's true.
Should I go back to my roots and be in the Rock's corner? Or should I be the kid?
You can do whatever you want, whatever makes you comfortable.
I like the kid.
Oh yeah, I think the kid's the one.
The kid is the one. I am the one.
She's the realist.
The kid is the realest. I mean, honestly, when we did, like, when me and my dad, like, made the kid character, I remember thinking, like, she's the most badass human on the history of the planet. Like, my dad was scared for me.
Oh,
Okay, y'all ready for this?
born ready.
You sure?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Hello, and the kid is coming to you from the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, and I just wanted to say one thing. If you even think about touching my husband, Darby Allin, you better find yourself a grand old bowl of broccoli soup, and I will drown you in it. Because absolutely nobody steps up to me, and absolutely no one steps up to my husband, because if you threaten one of us, you threaten both of us, and I am not afraid to let loose. And I know you're probably thinking, what is this 5-foot girl gonna do? Do you really want to know what my killer figure 4 is? Do you absolutely want to know? I mean, hey, if you really want to know, be my guest. But absolutely don't mess with my husband.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh,
Yeah,
baby.
I messed with Darby.
I thought for sure you were going to do the
I was about to, but it's not the right soup.
okay. Ask him if you can do the other soup promo. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, we ready
That was
for
great,
another
though. That
soup
was
promo, guys?
Oh my! For the first time ever in the
Always.
history of the broadcast, 2
It's
soup
always.
promos, guys.
Is this PG or PG 13, 14, 15, 16?
It's after 8 o'clock. My mom's asleep. Go for it.
Okay,
Hit it, bro.
Mama's asleep. We're all good.
Cover your ears, Harold.
Harold's hiding.
If absolutely any of you have a problem with exactly what I just said, do me a favor and sit your happy ass down. And you know what? Get yourself a fine bowl of alphabet soup. And you know what? Stir it up a little bit. Make sure it's hot, piping. If it's not, put it in the microwave for me, sweetie. But what you're going to do is you're going to put that spoon in there, and you know what? Pull yourself a D, and I hope you choke on it.
Oh man.
Wow.
That
So-
promo might win a Herald. I'm just
Right.
saying. That's
You're
got a
in the
good
way.
chance. It's got a good chance. So I think we should leave it on there.
I have a question though.
Uh-oh.
No, wouldn't
Stick
I
with it.
thought the letter X might choke more? It's got more edges. No, I don't know. I don't get it. I'll rewatch it. I don't.
Are you questioning me?
Never
Cut a promo on
the
I'm
case.
sorry.
Ryan,
I'm
what
sorry.
did we
Ryan.
learn?
One more time.
Never the case.
One more time. Go for
Say
it.
something. Say something, Ryan. Dare you.
Don't eat the soup, Ryan.
Ryan is not here. Ryan's gone.
Ryan's choking on humble pie right now. So while we call them while we send Ryan to a local medical facility, we will thank Riley the Kid and Ed for coming on the show. This has been an absolute blast, guys. Thank you so much. We
I want
thank
to
all
thank
of you.
all of you guys so much. You guys made my night. You made my week. You made my month. You probably made my year. And honestly, like, knowing that I have you guys is one of the most liberating things in my life, because I feel like I can let go and I can be myself with anybody. And if anybody here is listening to this and you're like, well, I don't know if I could be as confident as her. And if you're listening to me and you're just like, damn, she's cool. Be who you want to be. Be the badass that you want to be. Be the badass that you dream of being. Be the badass that you want your kids to be one day. You always want to live every single day knowing I am who I am, and I am absolutely in love with it. Because at the end of the day, you can't change it. You like what you likes, and I likes pro wrestling.
Amen.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. So yes,
Amen.
ladies and gentlemen, be you. Make sure you like
But
this
don't be
video.
Dave.
Share. What's
Oh,
that? Ron?
I
What's
said,
that,
don't be Dave.
Because there's only one. That's
Yeah,
why.
don't be
You
that.
got Dave.
But whatever you do, don't be Dave.
Whatever. So yes,
Okay,
make sure you.
there are exceptions to what I just said. Don't be Dave.
Wow. Okay.
Perfect
Yes,
way to
because
end the
nobody else
podcast.
can be the king. That's for fact. But yes, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Make sure you follow us on all the platforms of social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you join our Patreon, patreon.com/WNRDB. We have multiple tiers with multiple great rewards there. And of course, you can check out our Pro Wrestling Tees store. So next time Ed and Riley are having a nice fashion show for everyone, they can show off their new nerd merch, ProWrestlingTees.com/The Wrestling Nerd broadcast. So if you hate me, you can go to ProWrestlingTees.com/The Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, buy the I Hate Dave shirt, and I will spend your money on my great palatial estate. So yes, on behalf of myself, the micro brawler scholar, Mr. Ryan Crossley, the founding father, Mr. Nick Carpenter, the former commissioner, Harold the Puppet, and somewhere in that house, my royal family member, Gerald the Puppet and Tomas. And of course, the kid, Riley, and her father, Ed Colestock. Don't forget to tell your mother you love her every day, because like Kevin Durant said, Mom, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone, and God bless America.
Buff Bagwell next week.